Russia's media, at first silent about the invasion, is now beginning to give insights into operations in Ukraine. Inevitably, their coverage features advances by them and Ukrainian reverses. And indeed, there have been Russian advances. But these have been slowed in many places, revealing an army struggling to make progress. Across Ukraine, scenes like this have unfolded. A multi-million-pound Russian anti-aircraft system towed away by farmers. Whether it broke down or ran out of fuel isn't clear, but either way, the crew didn't defend it. These Ukrainian men found a working Russian tank and decided to go for a joyride. The Ukrainian government has even published instructions for how citizens should turn in abandoned vehicles. We've viewed dozens of Russian prisoner interviews, but disguised the soldiers' identity in order to give a sense of their story.
At first, we were going to exercises for 2 weeks at the Kuzminsky training area. After that, we were ordered to the Ukrainian border. They also took away our phone when we were at the Kuzminsky training areas, and then we came here. Our fighting vehicle got stuck, so I threw away my weapons and surrendered.
I didn't know what our mission was. I was just part of a convoy, and that's all. We weren't given any specific objectives by our higher commanders.
We were sent to Belgorod, and we started to ask questions like, what for? We were told not to worry and nothing was going to happen. If something was to be done, they would tell us to stay put by the river, so that the Ukrainian army troops would not advance into the Russian Federation.
While attention has focused in recent days on a huge convoy northwest of Kiev, reports from the ground suggest that Russian troops in that area have barely advanced in the past 48 hours. Instead, particularly in Kharkiv, bombardments have started from an army that now apparently doubts its ability to take Ukrainian cities and therefore seeks to intimidate their people into giving up. That's reportedly what was going on here in Konotop, northwest of the capital. The Russian officer being barracked by locals had entered the town under flag of truce to deliver an ultimatum: surrender or face bombardment. In his raised hands are grenades. Retreating to their vehicles, the
It's been a week now since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and there are clear signs this morning that the Kremlin is shifting its strategy on the ground. More troops moving in and the fighting is intensifying. Still, Ukraine forces refuse to back down. NBC's Jay Gray now along the Ukraine-Polish border with more on the developing situation there.
The fighting has intensified in Ukraine. More Russian troops on the ground, many targeting Kyiv. The desperate rush to escape Ukraine continues. To this point, more than 500,000, many too young to fully understand, leaving their lives and often loved ones behind.
So hard and so scary about my husband. I don't want to say goodbye.
But not nearly as dangerous.
Зашли возле нашего дома. Проходят в порт. Мародеры просто.
In Ukraine, it's like a hell. We don't know what to do.
We're currently planning, I repeat, planning for up to 4 million refugees in the coming days and weeks. Like all countries hosting refugees around the world, they cannot be left alone to shoulder this responsibility.
Enough. Enough, she pleads in Russian. The Kremlin says its forces are only targeting military installations. But in war, there are no such clear lines. This is the result of Russian shelling on the region of Donetsk. Homes have been destroyed. It's freezing, and nothing makes sense.
Why is nobody saving us? Why is it like our Kiev city district is cursed? Everything has been abandoned here. They were firing at us, but we didn't hear a single shot in that direction. Who is protecting us?
Vladimir Putin's war has entered homes and turned lives upside down. This maternity ward has been moved to a bomb shelter in the city of Kharkiv that has come under heavy attack. For these new mothers, these are uncertain and terrifying times. Above ground, people have been documenting the damage on their mobile phones. West of the capital, Kyiv, what was once an ordinary part of daily life is no more. Life has come to a standstill in many parts of the country. Many here speak Russian, have ties to Russia, but this war has now become deeply personal.
I don't want to speak Russian simply because Putin speaks Russian. I live here and my mother is Russian. And we used to speak in Russian all the time. We studied here. And after this, after Putin attacked us, I deliberately switched to Ukrainian. I will speak only Ukrainian, whatever it takes.
This war is now almost into a full week, with most people here wondering, what is it all for? Stephanie Decker, Al Jazeera.